creator Joie Garrity. I empower women entrepreneurs by sharing influence solutions on my show, SWE Spotlight with Joie. Hi, everyone. Welcome to SWE Spotlight with Joie. I'm Joie Garrity. I'm content creator Joie Garrity. You can learn more about me at JoieG113, and you can learn why I named my company JoieG113. It's in homage to the greatest entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs of all time, and one of them is Coco Chanel. I have an amazing guest on today, but first, I want you to know that you're in the right place if you're ready to learn how to create a joyful workday that is productive with Productivity Coach Jennie. And I'm going to let her pronounce her own last name because it is fabulous, but it's a little bit difficult. And we're going to bring her up from the green room right now. Hi, Jennie. How are you?
Good. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me, Joie.
Oh my God, I love your brand, and I like your point of view. And that's why I wanted to have you on the show. I want to just say a little bit about you, that you're all about working with people that are impatient, that are ambitious, who've done great things, but they want to do way more and don't think they're doing enough yet. Okay. We're going to talk about that because I think that's super interesting as a brand. But I want us to jump straight into your share that you never walked past the microphone without sharing something. Okay.
Yes.
What is that about, sister?
Here's the thing. I think way too many of us are waiting our turn way too long instead of taking up space. And I'm all about taking up that space and making sure that if there's a microphone, if there's an opportunity to share an idea or to connect with other people, I want to take it.
I love that. That's such a roll out the red carpet moment. Tell me, where did that come from? When did you make this decision for yourself? Because it is highly unusual, particularly for women.
Definitely. I was not brought up this way. Let me tell you, I was definitely brought up to wait my turn, be seen, not heard, all the stuff that a lot of us were.
Yes.
And I found that exhausting. I've always been one of those people that was easily bored. In fact, my mother used to say my nickname was bored because I just told everybody I'm bored all the time. I have always been one of those people who have a lot to say because I, like my clients, have what I call that impatient ambition, right? Like there's so much that we want to do and we'd like to do it all yesterday, if not sooner. And we don't have time to wait our turn.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your book, Hilda.
Yes.
You know,
Oh my gosh.
also very like.
Yes. This is Hilda. Hilda is the name that I gave to the inner critic. Anybody named Hilda or your favorite aunt's named Hilda, you can call her Jennie, so we're even. And this picture of Hilda is allegedly the girl I hated in high school inspired what she looks like, allegedly. But she's all about that voice in the back of your head who's trying really hard to keep you from doing all the things that really matter to you. And so I wrote the book about her back in 2016.
All right. I love it. I love the cover. I love that. Another reason I had to have you on. I like that you're a bottom liner, that
Yes.
you speak your mind, right? And I felt like Hilda, that cover tells it all, that she does too, right? So we do want to quiet down our inner, because it does hurt our productivity. It does hurt our productivity. I want to jump into your tip here. Networking outside of my professional field is your influencer tip of the day. Tell me a little bit more about that.
As a coach, when I first got into the world of coaching, which was so darn long ago, I'm not going to do it because you'll do the math and find out how old I am. I don't like that. But as a coach, I spent the first couple of years hanging out with other coaches, being surrounded by people who use the phrase limiting beliefs in everyday conversation because I want to just be surrounded by my people, right? And then I found what I was actually doing was surrounding myself with my competition. And we were all becoming super vanilla and super cookie cutter, and nobody was growing. I needed to surround myself with people who did completely different things so that I could find the mentors and resources, and more importantly, the clients that I need that I could really make a difference on. So making sure that you're networking with people who do things that are maybe complementary or completely opposite of yours, who have different kinds of belief systems and whatnot, creates just a huge referral pool that has been incredibly valuable in my business.
No, I love that. You're right. Because if we keep churning within the same club, how are we going to break out? How are we going to learn about other unique point of views, right? I have my magazine that just dropped, and it's all about the influencer issue. And inside, I talk about having your unique point of view is how you build more influence.
Oh my gosh.
Literally.
Well, one of the things that we talk about a lot in the online space, but I think it's just kind of talked about a lot, is to surround yourself with like-minded people. I see the reason people say that, but I like to surround myself with diverse-minded people. I like to be around people who challenge me and make me think differently. Um, Great case in point with Ross and this amazing book. Talk about 100 different perspectives, 100 different predictions, 100 different ways of looking at the world and saying, here's what we think about this stuff. And
Yes,
Joey and I are
we're
both
both in this book. We're both
yes,
in
we
this book, and it is so interesting, all the different perspectives. There's, which I love, 113, which is
are.
one of
Mhm.
my favorite numbers.
Oh,
Um,
right.
yeah, and, I read this in one sitting, and it was mind-blowing of where all of us in the arena believe AI is taking us, live streams taking us, podcasting's taking us, right? The media component's taking us. Highly recommend to get this book, everyone out there, because it's people telling their truth of what's happening, right? And I loved your chapter.
Oh, thank you so much. You have to pick it up to read it. Just saying.
Just you want to share with everyone just a little bit of your prediction?
Sure. Yeah, I'm really bullish about this year. I feel like 2020, of course,
You
just
are.
kind of smacked us all down. And then 2021, we're like, can we get back out there? Right. And then 2022, we were just kind of rebuilding and figuring it out. And then 2023, frankly, was not an easy year for a lot of us. And so, I feel like 2023 for me was similar to 2008. I've been in business a long time. Like both of those years were incredibly challenging. And I don't want to stay in that headspace anymore. So I really think that 2024 is going to be a great time for a lot of innovation, especially in the space that I reside in the digital whatever space, which is about course creation and creating all different kinds of opportunities for people to learn from each other. I've also leaned into going really low ticket. I know in the coaching sphere, you're supposed to go high ticket to, I don't know, tell people how confident you are. But I am so confident in our work that we're going seriously low ticket because we want to help so many more people. And I really think that that was part of my prediction. That's really going to be the secret to my success.
I agree. So I also agree, that we're in a time of exchanging, our expertise with one another, sharing our expertise. That's why I love this arena. I love live stream. I love everything live stream, everything podcast, anything media driven, because we get to build our own influence. We don't have to ask permission. Just
Exactly. We don't
saying.
have to wait our turn. We can
Just
take up space.
saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's so important. When we first got live streaming, I know you were one of the live stream pioneers as well. Like when we first got live streaming, I had been doing professional speaking for a long time, still do. But suddenly I didn't have to wait until somebody assembled a stage and put humans in chairs. I
Yes.
could press a blue button that said go live
Yes.
anytime I wanted to. And that
Yes.
changed the game for me. And the truth is you can do that 1,000 times better than we could a few years ago. And it's getting better and better and better, just like this platform. So
Well,
highly
I
recommend taking
dedicated
it.
an entire show to my second book. Entire
Yes,
show. So when people read it, strangers read it, I invite them on my show and they talk about what they learned from it,
that's
right?
amazing. I love that.
And I mean, it's so much fun. I've met so many amazing people this way. I'm like, "Yeah, come on my show." They're like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Yeah, talk about," like, and then I've got different feedback, different insights, right? Can't say enough about the live stream world, the
Yeah.
arena, right? And for anyone out there, building your influence should be a full-time job, right? Because influence is connected to your earning power, right?
Mhm.
And so being on stage, and I agree with you, you don't have to ask permission. The permission slips are over. They're
Yeah.
over, right? I have an influence share here where it's once I identified that I needed to put all my content in one place and organize it, that was how I made it easy and became more joyful, productive days for me. Let's talk about productive days and your unique point of view, sister.
Yeah. So, my wife and we run our business together and we are the co-creators of what we call the make it happen method. And this method isn't about the traditional productivity of like, what's important, what's urgent, and how much can I squeeze into a possible day and all that crap. We know that our folks want to do more of what matters. And we want to teach you how to actually complete a meaningful to-do list this week and every week after that, by living your life 1 week at a time, by being that organized and focused on that. And so the Make It Happen method is walking you through the steps to do all that, not how to get all the stuff done. You've got plenty of tools that'll tell you how to get all the stuff done, but about actually prioritizing when you're actually going to do it. And then, keeping that commitment to yourself. That's what our work is all about. And it's game changing, because everybody else that's talking about productivity is like, here's how Oprah's more productive, and here's what Olympic athletes do. And I, like you, have to do my own dishes. So that's not really something I relate to. We want to make sure that we have tools and processes and an approach to actually doing more of what matters and less of what doesn't. So
And that's such a front seat premiere moment, right?
yeah.
Is that you guys are talking about, yeah, there's a lot of information out there, but we have a system, and
Yes.
this system breaks it down per week. And that
Yes.
week is the productivity that goes on and on and on and gives you a joyful work day, work life. Love
Big
that.
time. I mean, all of us have written those 5-year plans, and we've come up with the big
Unbelievable.
picture, whatever. And then we don't remember what's in them because they're really just creative writing exercises. What we want to do is just have you live your life 1 week at a time. And I promise you that you will be blown away by how much more you get done, but also that you have a life again, that you're not trying to hustle, 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 but you actually like, oh my gosh, I'm getting meaningful stuff done because I'm taking an hour out of my week every week to figure out what's next.
Yeah, I love that. I love your approach. I want to
Thank
share my
you.
tip here is I love resources like Trello and putting
Yeah.
everything in one place. I find that women entrepreneurs that they get too overwhelmed because they don't know where anything is, right? So Trello, you just create your boards and then you put everything in there. And I'm going to say everyone take it a step further. All the media that you're in, create a media board and separate them out. Live shows,
Hmm.
podcasts. Take the content that they've already sent you, right? So you don't have to go looking for it, right? And then you can share it again and again and again, and then create your media kits, etc. So I'm a huge fan of being organized, huge fan of being organized.
Absolutely. And I like Trello too. I don't think that the tool matters as much as having one, picking one, and
Yeah,
running
pick
with it.
anything. I don't care what you pick. I just
Right?
pick Trello.
I
Yeah.
think Trello is great. And, we've moved over to Notion because it's a little more complex than Trello, but I
Yeah.
still look at everything in that Kanban board because my brain works in Trello. So I get it.
Yeah, yeah, I love it, and it's also visual. I like the imagery, and I'm a very visual person, and
Totally.
so each board, notifies my brain, "This is where I'm going into next," right? But I agree with you. What is something in terms of your productivity system that has surprised you? That has surprised you?
Something that has surprised me is how not every week is created equal. I think a lot of us approach productivity, approach organizing and strategizing as though every single week is going to be exactly the same. And it's just not. I mean, some are client heavy, some are personal life heavy. Sometimes for us, we live in an Airstream trailer. That's where I'm at right here. And we move a lot. Sometimes every 2 to 3 weeks, we literally move our entire home and shift it up 300 miles away. And so on moving weeks, life is different. And so recognizing that because each week is different, we could just start from scratch with our plan every single week. And at
Mhm.
first that sounded daunting, but there's so much freedom in that of saying, okay, it's a new week. The other surprise is that we no longer live our life Monday through Friday.
Oh,
Most of the people in our program actually have shifted to Thursday to Thursday because we meet on Thursdays to do our power hour, to power hour through the Make It Happen method. We plan the next week and we're like, okay, everything has to be done by next Thursday. That makes Friday so much more yummy. And Monday's the new Wednesday. It's great.
okay, I love it. I love you. I so
Oh,
appreciate you. I love you. I love you. I love you, and I appreciate you, sister.
thanks
It's
for
all
having me.
so yummy. It's all so yummy.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining me today. I'm gonna drop you down in the green room. Go grab yourself a mocktail. Isn't she great? She's super cool. Her system's very cool. It's very unique. It's very unique. Make sure you reach out and get to know her. I want to share about a product that people have been asking me about. It's called Numi, and you spray it on your face and your hands several times a day. And I swear by it of why I haven't got work done. Um, and it's super inexpensive. And guess what? I don't even use creams anymore. I use this. Okay. So I love, 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 love it. I want to remind everyone here that it is literally your birthright to build a thriving brand out there, to be seen, be heard, be your authentic self, and be out there and enjoy. I love you. I love you. I love you. And until next time, have an amazing week, everyone. And I'll see you guys next Thursday. Ciao. You can learn more about me, my services, and products at joeyg113.com. Make sure to join me every week on the SWE Media Network YouTube channel and wherever you listen to podcasts.